it's working. It's working. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for that first period, but we're here. Alpha Ice Complex. 20 minutes into the game, it's a 2-0 lead for the Kent State Golden Flashes. Goals belong to Ian Herman and Chuck Gortz on the board. So a 2-0 lead for Kent State. Of course, Ben White is in the net. First look at him on the stream. As this puck controlled by Gillespie, he sends it down. Puck scooped up by Duquesne. Drew Albright battling forward in the corner there with Jake Friedman. Doman sending one ahead. Trying to spike it out of the air, though, was Henry, and he'll be the first one on the puck. Henry across Friedman. And here comes Gillespie. Gillespie able to work it toward the zone. Bennett Wenger racing after it. Doman going to be there for Duquesne. Knocked away from him. Sent diagonally down by the Dukes. Chasing back after it is Bioni. Henry snapping one ahead. Controlled now by Friedman. Giving it to Wenger. Enters the zone. Onside play. Tries to toss it toward the slot. Breslow broke that up. Now controlled by Duquesne again. Dukes handle it. And Henry intercepts, tries to hit Hillebrecht. The other way, dropping back is Zach Henry. Plays it across to Justin Bioni. Return pass Henry. On the near side, hits Greenberg, who's just able to chip it into the zone. Dropping back Luke Waskic to take this one. Greenberg stepping in, got a piece of him there, and now here's Hunter Hillebrecht. Hillebrecht moving in down the left wing side. Closing him off was Kaprivnikar. Hillebrecht still controlling the puck. Drops it off to Gabriel. Tries to work it toward the front. Nice move by Hillebrecht. Backhand try. And a save made by Halyama.
Well, for those of you that are just now joining us, you missed a pretty action-packed first period. Saw a boatload of penalties early on. Not really, Kent State got a lot of power play opportunity, even a 5-on-3. Wasn't able to capitalize on it and ended up just scoring 2 goals on overwhelming force. In net tonight, though, for the Duquesne Dukes is Robert Halyama, who's actually been playing a really strong game up to this point. As he's already faced 19 shots in the first 22 3/4 minutes of play.
Yeah, Halyama's been very solid, and of course we've seen Ben White. He hasn't had too much action, just 7 saves.
Well, he's been there when he's needed to be.
Certainly has been. Tie up here, controlled by Greenberg. Wheeling it back in down low, looking for Hillebrecht. It's cut off. Duquesne looking to move it out of the zone. In there was Rob Werner. And it hits the dasher. An awkward bounce, now controlled by Hillebrecht. Hillebrecht twisting, stops on a dime, drops it back to the point for Vent. Vent lets one fly. Halyama makes the save. Matt Doman gathering here for Duquesne. Sends it down. It was intercepted by Poswick. Here comes Gabriel down the left wing. Gabriel making a nice move. Dips the shoulder in front. Greenberg! And what a stop by Halyama. Kept it out of the net. Greenberg in behind. Twisting, turning, using the boards to change direction the other way. Hillebrecht controls it. Able to give it to Gabriel. Pass across, was looking for Handlovich and eventually got it to him there. But it's controlled now by Delia. Gallo stepping in on the pinch. Doing some good work down low. Near the official that time was Hillebrecht. Taken away by Duquesne, and now they move the other way. Pass was intended for Delia, just too far in front of him. Ben White going to use that goaltender paddle to stuff it ahead to Gallo. Waving at it was Shane Nolan, and now it comes towards Zarecki. It's cut off. Duke's looking to move it the other way, just losing the puck behind the net. The defenseman, now Zarecki. Zarecki plays it across. This is Kilway. In front of the net, Halyama makes the save. Puck still loose. Controlled now by the Dukes again. Schwartz pinching up. And Drew Albright again. Drops it back off. Under 16 minutes to go here in the second period. Flashes out shooting the Dukes 21-7. Make it 22 as Gallo's shot swallowed up by Halyama. 20 saves for Robert Halyama.
Yeah, he's been very strong so far, as we outlined. Pretty much was kind of keeping his team in the game for the first and continues to do so here in the second. Another small note coming over from the first period. Dukes with a game misconduct. I believe it was number 22, E.J. Pohl, that took the misconduct, but I'll keep an eye out here for you and make sure that that is accurate.
Bioni loses it at the line. Here come the Dukes. Pass across. Good chance for Shane Nolan. He's tied up from behind by Ian Herman, who opened the scoring, looking to hit Smith on the stretch pass. It's cut off. Puck deflecting in the air off the stick of Holupnik and stuffed back in further by Nolan. Ben White leaves it behind there to be controlled by Henry. Puck cut off there by Hayden Feck. And Holupnik just flips it right into the Duquesne bench. 15:03 to go.
Yeah, speaking of Hayden Feck, it's good to see him out here. He took a shot block in the first period that kind of stung him a little bit, but hasn't kept him out of it long, and he's back on the ice here in the second.
So teams will change, and we'll have a face-off to the left of Ben White. Is off the tie-up, controlled by Duquesne. Quick shot. Came from the right side. Smith fakes it one way, and he'll hang on. Smith gives it on to Herman, who opened the scoring in this game. Able to work his way around a man, now controlled by Bioni down the right wing. Bioni throws one toward the net. Halyama swallows it, no further play.
Well, we had a great outline in the opening that only we heard. Speaking about playoff seeding and things moving forward here in the next weekend, last night the Dukes took a loss to John Carroll 5-3, and I believe that officially eliminates them from playoff contention.
So the Dukes just trying to play spoiler here, as there is a chance for the Kent State Golden Flashes to get that 4th seed. But here come the Dukes the other way. Good play from behind by Gillespie. And now a pass finds Chuck Gortz. Gortz in on the backhand and a save by Halyama. Gortz wins it right back, tried to stuff it in front. Friedman was parked in front of the net. And the puck escapes, and back the other way come the Dukes. Kyle Vett steps into his man, a good check. Cut off though by Reiser, sends it to the net, swallowed by White. He'll leave it behind. Spiked out of the air by the Duquesne forward. P.J. Breslow dropping back on the near side. Delivering a check was Gortz, but Breslow controls it again. Sends it for Doman, who touches one ahead. Racing in comes Duquesne. That was Evan Kaprivnikar, who moved in, turned over, and a pass gets away from Kobe Greenberg. He's going to beat the icing out. Greenberg drops it off to Gabriel, twirling behind the net, looking for something in front. Pass deflected. Gabriel tries to let one go quickly again. A man lost a stick. And a whistle. And a stoppage.
Not really sure what the whistle is for here. It stays in the Duquesne zone.
We've had a couple inadvertent whistles in this game, Chris. We're not.
Yeah, a couple early ones as well. Like at the end of the first period, Ben White was just trying to let the time run out, and they blew the whistle even though he didn't have the puck in his glove.
So we believe what the Flashes are working with tonight. We think Ben White, we've heard that Ben White will start the first half of this game, and Nick Beck will eventually come in relief for him to get him one last tune-up before the playoffs against John Carroll. Schwartz works it down low. It comes for Gabriel. Gabriel, top of the circle, fires it diagonally to the near side. Breslow doing work. Comes back out to the point, controlled by Schwartz. He's able to hold the line. Down low, this is Hillebrecht. Just lost it. Gets it right back. Stuffs it in down low. Greenberg. And Greenberg lost it. Controlled now by Breslow. P.J. Breslow surveys, tries to saucer one in. It hit the shin guard there of Johnny Gabriel. Greenberg just lost the puck, and it comes down. Under 13 minutes to go. Gabe Kalura, Chris Hodson. Trying our luck at our first away game here. It's a tune-up for us for the playoffs as well. Here is Handlovich dropping back. Snaps one ahead. Zarecki is able to handle it. Breslow was able to body him off. And now Delia takes a big hit from Nathaniel Schwartz right in front of us here. Delia losing it. It was Gallo that knocked it away. Zarecki tried to touch it ahead to Gallo. A nice play made by Breslow. Racing in is Gallo. Cuts inside. Had it knocked away by Doman. The Dukes captain with a nice play defensively. And big collision there in the slot area. Gallo taking the hit. Stuff back in. Here come the Dukes. Ben White turned it over. The puck's loose. Came all the way to the top at the point. Shot from Doman goes wide. Close call there for Ben White. Zarecki trying to stuff it in. Steve Delia now. Delia winding it up. Of course, he scored the overtime winner in the game that these two teams played early in the season as Ben White gloves it down to hang on.
Well, turnovers have been the name of the game here so far this evening for both teams. Large majority of the offensive opportunities have been created off of turnovers, including both of the Kent State goals.
Ian Herman and Shane Nolan will take this draw. Nolan wins it to the back. Having a go was the defense on the left point. And now here's Jason Smith, one-on-one. Racing back into the rush was Rob Werner. Trailing behind was Feck to knock it away, but he gave it right away to Herman. Herman in the slot. Halupnik, a quick shot. Save made by Halyama. Melts it down with 11:08 to go. Boatload of shots for the Flashes.
Absolutely. And, of course, the goaltending has been phenomenal, as it usually is. And there's another perfect example of how high quality the goaltending's been. That's not an easy save. And so far, the Duke's defense just kind of letting the Golden Flashes have free reign of the slot area.
Bennett Wenger working down low. Duquesne is able to take this puck away. Snapped ahead there by Drew Albright. Zach Henry was able to cut that off, and now controlled by Friedman. Sends it ahead to Gillespie, who's got speed coming down the left wing. Gillespie cutting outside, throws it in front, looking for Wenger. And it's in the paraphernalia of Halyama for a stoppage with 10:46 to go. Face-off will be to the right of Robbie Halyama. And a 2-0 lead for the Flashes. Goals from Ian Herman and Chuck Gortz. Working down low is Friedman. Taking it away was Gillespie. Stepping up Bioni now. Able to hold the line. Bioni looking to get it in down low, but scooping in to help out was Kiss. Thrown, wheeled to the front. Gillespie, good opportunity. Still they poke away at it. Bioni was pinching up. Looking to get something going. This one soccered down in the neutral ice by Henry. Puck comes back for Kiss. Touches one across for Doman. Dukes regroup. Look to get a breakout going. And they've got it with Simone, and he takes a big hit from Bioni. Reiser in the high slot, lets it go. It goes wide of Ben White. Hillebrecht controlling now, gives it to Bioni. The man that just laid that big check. Gabriel looking to get behind Dome in the defense, and he does. Gabriel's in, and a shot that went wide of the net. Tried to bank it in off the back of the netminder, Halyama. Kobe Greenberg rips it off the back of the cage to be controlled by Hillebrecht. Hillebrecht working in, gives it to Greenberg, tries to go between the legs with the pass. It was taken away by Doman. Another turnover. Greenberg again. Greenberg in front, shot from Hillebrecht. Goes wide on a stoppage. Another whistle.
I'm not really sure what this one is either, but, you know, kind of like I was talking about earlier, turnovers have really been the name of the game here this evening, and that's kind of what's created a lot of the Golden Flashes' offensive zone time. Just in that last sequence there, 3 or 4 turnovers just kept the Kent State Golden Flashes loaded in the offensive zone. That's something that the Dukes really need to tighten up here if they want to find a way to get back in this game.
Quick face-off. It comes right on Halyama's net. He alertly freezes it. 9:25 to go.
Well, speaking of offense, for those of you back at home that maybe don't know this Duquesne Dukes roster that well, some players to look out for. Number 7, Hayden Feck, with 24 points in the season, is their leading scorer. Big loss, though, with E.J. Pohl being out on the game misconduct. They lose their number 2 scorer.
Here is Gabriel. Gabriel gets hauled down. And the puck finds Greenberg near the high slot. Greenberg, crafty move. Wants to have a go. He fakes the shot, takes it all the way around behind. Quickly changing direction. And a good play by the defense, but it comes to Gabriel. Top angle shot. He rang it off the bar. And Halyama finds it and freezes. beg your pardon, where we're standing, it's a little hard to see stuff going on that side of the ice.
A little hard to hear, too. We are at ice level, and we are in the crowd tonight.
We're balling on a budget, Chris.
Absolutely. We are surrounded by a lot of friends and family of the Duquesne Dukes team. So you might hear a little bit of that going on around us.
No better crowd atmosphere like actually being in it, right? This puck is bouncing in the neutral zone, controlled by Zarecki. Able to get it across to Schwartz, who sends it down. Kilway in down low, collides with Albright. And Shane Handlovich in there. It's ripped away from behind by Steve Delia. He's got a man driving. Couldn't quite hit him. Schwartz able to easily take this one away. Kilway. And the puck drifts to Joey Gallo. He'll use that behind the net dasher to dump it around. Bouncing puck onto Ben White. Kneels to make the save. That should count as the 10th shot on goal. And icing will be called here as Breslow touches up.
Yeah, quick note on the shots on goal. Flash is just shy of 30 now. Wildly out shooting the Dukes. They've got to find a way to stop the bleeding here and get back on the offense, to get back in this game and make it a close one. They definitely don't want to end the season with 2 losses, especially with how close they were to a playoff berth this season.
Kaprivnikar on that draw. He was able to win it. Puck still bouncing around in the Dukes offensive zone, and they do get it. Hayden Feck, it comes for Nolan. Great save by White. Ben White with an impressive stop. Kiss plays it across for Doman. Shot goes wide, but on the puck is Feck. Drops it down low for Nolan. Trying to work it back to the left point. Doman pinching up. Zarecki just lost a handle on it. All the way down it comes. Ben White out of the net to play it. First real test there for Ben White, and he was up to the task. Holupnik tried to drop it off. Ends up giving it right away to Kaprivnikar. Dukes dumping in. Period of the long change here in period number 2. Handlovich snaps it ahead. Tipped in by Zarecki, and he's got Jason Smith the other way. Smith sauces one across for Holupnik. Throws it in front. Was looking for a tip on the flyby by Smith. Couldn't get it. Nolan is able to touch it along. Racing in was Feck. Bodying him off was Ian Herman. A good defensive play. Jason Smith going to be the first one there. Has Holupnik driving down the center of the slot. Gives it to him now. Holupnik in front for Herman. Back to Smith. And a diving save.
My.
Robert Halyama.
He's made a lot of great saves tonight. Nothing better than that one.
Impressive stop by Halyama to keep this a 2-0 game. 27 saves for the Dukes starting netminder. Whew, what a stop.
And if my stat searching has served me well here this evening, I do believe that both Dukes goaltenders are, in fact, freshmen.
Yeah, doing your homework, Chris. How about that?
I try, Gabe.
Back to the point, it comes Bioni. Has a go. Puck changes direction, but never got on net. Gillespie with a chance, and it flutters wide. Martucci is there to touch it along for Duquesne. Falling back is Friedman, and there's a first puck. That tips up right near us.
One of the fun little bonuses of being down here at ice level is there's no netting on the sides here at Alpha Ice Complex, so pucks are flying in left and right here. That one missing us by about maybe 10 feet.
Not too far away. You good?
Looks like everyone's good.
Bioni controls this one in the far corner. Bioni working in, trying to fend off Breslow, who was right on him. Friedman snaps it ahead to Wenger. Bennett Wenger dips the shoulder, tosses one in front. Puck still loose. Puck's up in the air to be controlled by Bioni. Friedman takes Bioni's spot at the right point, who looked to hit him back door. It was intercepted. Here come the Dukes the other way. That was Reiser. Reiser with E.J. Pohl. I believe that game misconduct was actually just a 10-minute misconduct, Chris. So E.J. Pohl is out here.
Interesting.
Is controlled now by Hillebrecht. Hillebrecht coming off a hat trick last night. 2 power play goals and a shorthanded goal. Just the second shorthanded goal of the year for Kent State. Touching one across his pole, and now racing in come the Dukes on a 3-on-2. Quick shot goes wide. The blocker side of White. Flashes look to counterattack. It's Hillebrecht cutting by Kobe Greenberg. Moving it on the backhand, drops it off to Gabriel. Tried to get it into the slot. Bioni was driving. Now Gabriel, open space, throws it in front just through the skates of Greenberg. Here comes Duquesne. It's Breslow racing in, leading the charge. Drops it off. Thrown to the front there by Pelkington. Wouldn't go. Lots of collisions in front of the net. Duquesne's going to end up with the puck. Pelkington drops it off to Breslow. Curl and drag. Trying to get his stick in there was Greenberg, but Breslow still controls. Gives it to Albright. Albright trying to fend off Hillebrecht. Duquesne wanted a hold. They won't get one. It's under 5 minutes to go here in the second period of play from the Alpha Ice Complex in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Trying to whip one toward the net was Kyle Fent. It was blocked by Breslow, directing traffic. He'll just drop back. He's watched by Greenberg. Snapped across here to be controlled by Nolan. Gives it along to Kaprivnikar. Fights off the check from Poswick. Racing in there to help out was Zarecki. Breslow falling back. Breslow fending off Joey Gallo, but his pass is picked off by Zarecki. Zarecki still with the puck now. Looking near the point, gives it on over to Handlovich. Wrists one toward the net, it hits the glass and behind Halyama. Sending one to the net was Poswick. Still it's loose. They poke away at it, and it squirts to the corner. Matt Doman coming over to help out. Kilway takes a big check, and racing in is Shane Nolan. Nolan cuts inside, tries to get a shot toward the net. Never got to Ben White. Zarecki cuts around a man, and a 3-on-1 for Kent State. Zarecki across to Kilway, return feed, and it's broken up. Excellent play. Kaprivnikar was in there along with Matt Doman. Now Zarecki all alone down low. Looking to find some open space. Hayden Feck comes over to help out for Duquesne. And turning was Holopnik. The puck squirts to the corner again. Smith drops it back for Handlovich. Looking for a tip in front, and he got one. Now Holopnik wheeling one again toward the net. This puck up and into the mesh, and a stoppage with 3:12 to go.
Well, the relentless forecheck of the Golden Flashes continues to just create turnover after turnover after turnover. I'm going to have to start tallying these things down so we get a number on this.
It would be nice to know how many giveaways each team has, because you'd think
I might run out of paper.
Yeah. So many tally marks, you might. Dropping back, this puck finds Delia. Schwartz able to give one along for Smith. Seen no goals in this period so far. Still 2-0 Flashes. Goals from Ian Herman and Chuck Gortz. Gotta feel good for both of those guys. It's been a while since they've each been on the board. EJ Pohl gives it along. Delia kicking one along was Handlovich, but it drops back for Schwartz in his own defensive zone. Sends it ahead. Jason Smith gonna have a chance here with Herman. Smith throws it in front. Score! Jason Smith. I don't think it hit anything else. Might have gone straight in. And that'll be another one for the captain. 3-0 Flashes.
Yeah, that was quite the angle that one went in from. I think it might have even just gone behind the Duquesne goaltender there.
An interesting one to say the least.
Yeah, especially considering how well he's played this evening. Kind of surprised to see that one slip through.
Took a bit of an awkward bounce. Ian Herman wins this faceoff right forward. They look to get right back into the zone. Breslow cuts it off. Handlovich there, sends it to the corner.
Kent State goal scored by number 25, Charlie Gord. Assisted by number 17, Alex Howard.
Here is Gillespie moving in. Chuck Gortz controls it again. Drops it off. Pass across. And Duquesne controls it now. Cody Reiser again. Gives it along, and here's Drew Albright. Albright, curl and drag, trying to get by Schwartz. He could not. Schwartz takes him all the way to the corner boards. Friedman trying to wheel one forward. It'll find Luke Waskick. Gortz cuts this one off. Here come the Flashes the other way, just in the skates of Friedman. And then right in the skates of Schwartz. Now here come the Dukes. Looking to move in was Reiser, and a good play by Handlovich to stay at home. Reiser dips the shoulder, gets by Friedman. Reiser. Good tie-up by Mitch Gillespie there. So we've got under 90 seconds to play here in the second period.
Another
Taken
turnover.
away by Breslow again. Another turnover for the Flashes. Kaprivnikar gonna work it in. Got right near Ben White. The net kind of came off the moorings a little bit, but it stayed in place. Schwartz is hauled down by a pair of Dukes. Schwartz just now up. The period of the long change here. Some tired flashes on the ice right now. All the way around it comes for Friedman. Friedman looking to give his guys some time to make a change. He'll just play it along to Gillespie. Gillespie has a look. We got under a minute to play here in the second period. Trying to send one in front. On his way to the bench was Gillespie. He turned around and the puck was right there. Greenberg making some nifty maneuvers. Under 40 seconds to play in the second. Breslow gets bodied off there by Gabriel. Hillebrecht looking to give it on to Gabriel. But Hillebrecht controls it again. He's pinned to the wall there by Breslow. Kaprivnikar trying to move it along as well. Bioni pinching up. Couldn't maneuver his way by. 20 seconds to go in the second. Kaprivnikar takes a check from Bioni. Now Hillebrecht has to wait for Bioni to touch up. Bioni, pretty aggressive offensive defenseman. 5 seconds to go now. 3 seconds, 2 and 1. And the Flashes at the end of 2 have a 3-0 advantage on Duquesne, and away we go. Hillebrecht and Feck going at it after the horn.
Yeah, haven't seen a lot of that in this game. So far in the first 2 periods, there hasn't been a whole lot of that kind of signature violence, if you will, that comes with these divisional CHMA games.
Well, at the end of 2, the Flashes lead the Dukes 3-0. Third period underway here from the Alpha Ice Complex in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Flashes with a 3-0 lead. Gabe Kalura, Chris Hodson. First away broadcast. Seems to be going pretty okay. Chris, what do you think after we got it figured out?
I think it's going well. We had a great first, but unfortunately, nobody else got to be a part of that. But we're ironing out the kinks here. Better now than during the playoff games.
You're right about that. The finest rink that Western Pennsylvania has to offer.
Oh, yeah.
Besides PPG Paints Arena, of course.
That's a good one. You know, I don't know if I want to go as far as to put it above this one, but, you know, it kind of depends. It depends on the
Tristan Jari plays there, Chris.
Well, you've sold me, Gabe.
A lot of Penguins fans in the building tonight, as we are in Pittsburgh.
Well, you know, that'll do it, Gabe.
Ben White in the net for the start of the third period. So he will, it seems, play this whole game. He hasn't been too busy, has he, Chris?
He has not. Looks like the word on the street was correct with him staying in. He's been good. I think they just want to give him a chance to, you know, play a full game.
So here is Joey Gallo dipping the shoulder, tossing one in front. Quick chance right there. Back the other way comes Simone. Simone lets one go from well out. And Ben White coolly snatches that one with the trapper. Melts it down just 16 seconds into the third period. Flashes lead at 3-0, out shooting the Dukes 31-9.
Well, that's it.
EJ Pohl dropping one in, and now it's picked up by Zarecki from behind. Trying to make a play on him was Rob Werner. Flash is working in the corner on the near side. Oh, feeling like Alain Vigneault right now. Around it comes to the point. Poswick controls. He's hurried by Reiser. And EJ Pohl took that away. Swinging at him was Zarecki. Couldn't get the puck off his stick as we're 60 seconds in to the final frame of this regular season for the Golden Flashes. The final game. Happy to be bringing you this coverage. Gabe Kalura, Chris Hodson, as the puck reaches in behind Halyama's net. Dukes will move it the other way. Shane Nolan snaps it ahead, was looking for Feck. It was knocked down by Jason Smith, and now it eventually does find Feck. Nifty maneuver there by Shane Nolan, but he couldn't get around. Onside play, Herman whips one on net, caught by Halyama, and he'll hang on.
Very barely onside there. Great move to keep himself onside. Don't know if I necessarily agree, though.
But you know, call.
I'm not paid to do that, so.
And we are standing right on the blue line. Right
We
here.
are. Well, at least I am. I am directly on the blue line here with the perfect view, and yet I still can't tell you whether that was onside or not. Hence why that's not my job.
It's a difficult job being a linesman, that's for sure.
Well, you got to have eyes, Gabe, and apparently I have none of those.
So a little stoppage here. Looks like we're fixing up a patch of ice in the Kent State defensive zone. I'll pop onto the camera and say hi. Here comes Jason Smith trying to snap one from a tough angle. Smith working. He's pinned off there by Waskick. And around it comes all the way down. Justin Bioni racing after it. And this will be an icing. 18-18 to go in the third. Flashes up 3-0.
Well, so far this is not the way that the Dukes want to end their season. But start looking forward to next year. They didn't miss the mark by very much, and we're very much in the race here coming into this weekend to find their way into the playoffs. They came into the weekend with their fate in their own hands, but weren't able to pull it off last night against John Carroll.
Certainly not a season where you look at the program and say we've got to totally rebuild. Definitely some good pieces sticking around here. Here's a drive from Bioni that's blocked. Kaprivnikar was in front of it. He looks to be a little bit slow to get to the bench. Breslow was racing in. It'll be dropped off behind, and now to be controlled by Werner. Snapped across for Doman. Hits Breslow. It hit his skate. Swooping in to take that away was Hunter Hillebrecht right in front of us. Gillespie gains the line onside. Takes a check from Nolan. Doman dropping in down low now. Duquesne handles it. Coming over to help out was Gillespie. Werner in there as well. Gillespie. Drop pass. It comes to Handlovich. Lets it go. Waving at it in front there was Gillespie. Couldn't get a piece of it. Bennett Wenger. In on it. It comes to Gillespie. Fluttering puck goes in behind. It'll be settled down by Wenger. Throws it in front. Halyama makes the save. Good opportunity.
Another great heads-up grab. That's not an easy one. Those off-speed knucklers coming in at you. Especially when they get it right across the crease in front of you. You never want to see that as a goaltender. That's a quick way to have your heart stop.
That's for sure. 32 shots on goal. 29 saves for Robbie Halyama.
Yeah, if the scoreboard is to be believed here, it's been almost 11 minutes since the last time the Dukes recorded a shot on goal.
Greenberg with a shot that changed direction and a good reactionary save made by Halyama. Perfect position for the Duquesne netminder. Johnny Gabriel will settle in to take this face-off to the right of Halyama. And Gabriel just controls it away from Kaprivnikar. Tried to whip a quick shot on net. He was broken up. Using that body, Kaprivnikar. Now Greenberg will wheel it back. Schwartz with a quick drive, and it just goes wide of the glove side. Looks like a seeing eye shot there from Nathaniel Schwartz. It comes back down low. Near the top of the circle was Greenberg racing in, but he lost it. Pelkington sends it down. Ben White comes out of the net to play it. Sends it along. It's cut off, though. And we reach the difficult-to-see territory. But here comes Kobe Greenberg. He's got speed. Greenberg stops on a dime, loses an edge, gets right back up and still controls the puck. Gives it along to Friedman. Friedman couldn't get around Breslow. Racing it is Duquesne, and it finds Breslow. Good long reach there by Gabriel. Quick shot. White makes the save. It's still loose. And it bounces right back to Kyle Vent. Trying to hit Kilway in stride. Now Tommy Kilway in a race. Out comes Halyama to make the play. And he did. Tommy Kilway loses his stick. That's a risky play for a goaltender. If you do that, you got to be certain that you're going to get there first.
It's extremely aggressive.
Vent tossing one toward the slot. Couldn't get to Kilway. Zarecki drops it off to Gallo. He has a go. Caught by Halyama.
Yeah, that aggression there might just be a sign of him being a little frustrated, not getting a whole lot of help in front. He decided to take matters into his own hands and stop it before they got a chance to even take the shot.
Gallo will take this draw to the right of Halyama. Face-off that's won by Evan Kaprivnikar for Duquesne. Matt Doman, the captain of this Duke squad, nearly lost it. It was controlled there by Tyler Kiss, and here come the Dukes the other way. Delia, what a move! Steve Delia across. Nifty curl and drag there by Steve Delia. Mentioned it a couple times in this broadcast, but that's the man that scored the OT winner in the November showdown between these two teams. Doman, and two flashes collide. That's Kilway and Gallo. Puck in the near corner. A couple of the fans got a kick out of that collision between the two flashes. Some even on our side of things. This one tipped all the way down, controlled by Bioni. Bioni loses an edge. Stolen away and a shot. Ben White alert to make the save, and he keeps it alive. So we've seen some quick whistles, and now we do have a whistle. That was bizarre.
I'm not sure what that whistle was for. Puck was kept in play, was behind the net, and they just blew it dead. No indication of what that was for, so I guess we'll play on with a face-off here in the Kent State zone.
To the right of Ben White. Smith wins the draw. And now Cody Reiser is able to control it. He's pinned off there by the Colorado Springs native Zach Henry. Ian Herman doing some great work on the forecheck, and there goes Herman. He opened the scoring in this game. He's looking to get around Pohl. He's hauled down in the near corner. It comes all the way back to Bioni. Sends one in the direction of the net, but well wide in that corner. Reiser able to hit Simone. It got away from him. Duquesne just looking for something here. Of course, Shea Spanier last night had a shutout going through 19 minutes in that game, and Mercyhurst scored with 44 seconds to go, breaking the shutout. Let's see if Ben White can hang on. Werner. This is a delayed offside, it looks like. No, Duquesne just gave up possession there as here comes Friedman. Friedman drops it off to Bioni. Bioni's been very aggressive tonight. In front, it comes Gillespie, a shot. He scores! Mitch Gillespie. That's 4.
Yeah, that's another broken play in front where Kent State forward ends up with the puck right in front of the goaltender. And he just has no choice or no chance and gets burned.
So with 13:43 to go, the Flashes take a 4-0 lead. Face-off won there by Gillespie. Flashes looking to get right back into the zone, but Duquesne takes it away. So a lot of the role guys getting goals tonight. Nice move by Nathaniel Schwartz. Lets it go off the glove of Halyama, and it comes back. Looking to maneuver around a man in Gortz. A check comes, but Shane Nolan breaks free. Nolan has Hayden Feck driving with him, and a big save by Ben White.
Kent State goal scored by number 21, Mitchell Duqusne.
Well, those two guys are not the guys you want to see coming down on your netminder on their own, especially Hayden Feck, the top goal scorer for the Duquesne Dukes. Wasn't able to get the pass over to him, though, and opted to take the shot. Ben White looking large in net and makes the save.
Poswick cycles this one around. Bennett Wenger. Now controlled again by Poswick, along for Vent. A man bites the dust. That was E.J. Pohl. It just fell over.
It blew a tire.
Lucky that no one was able to get by him. Quick shot comes from the point from Martucci that went wide. Here come the Flashes again. Bennett Wenger on that far side. Couldn't quite scoop it up. Rob Werner was in behind him. Now Gabriel looking to send it down, but it's cut off by Pohl. E.J. Pohl winding it up. Sends one in. Going to be the first one there was Pelkington, and he took a big hit from Kyle Vent. Puck turned over and offside at the line.
Kind of an awkward collision over there in front of the Kent State bench. I think some of the fans here were looking for a penalty, but no call was made, and we'll stay even strength here.
Evan Kaprivnikar in to take this faceoff for Duquesne with Joey Gallo for Kent State. Duquesne won it, looking to maneuver his way by. And then Waskick just sends it all the way down. Controlled by Kyle Vent, the freshman defenseman. Vent looking to accelerate by, and he moves in alone. Has it whacked off his stick, though, by Kaprivnikar. And now Duquesne the other way. Nice maneuver there by Steve Delia, juggling the puck a couple times. Sends it down. Kilway, first one in after it. Now Kaprivnikar. Lost it. The other way, Kilway touches it off the boards for Zarecki. Couldn't quite take it in stride. Zarecki has it ripped away by Breslow. Here come the Dukes again. Just looking for something. Delia had it whacked right off his stick, but the Dukes still control. Cutting back the other way. This is Simone. Sends one in front. Opportunity. Couldn't quite be handled there by Rob Werner. Had a good chance on Ben White. Drop pass comes for Doman. Leaves it behind, was looking for Breslow. It's cut off by Henry. And a beautiful pass there, and here come the Flashes. It's a 2-on-1. Smith with Holupnik. Dips the shoulder. Smith is in. He scores! Jason Smith again. 5-0.
Yeah, it's a little bit of Jason Smith that we haven't seen in a little while, making all kinds of moves in front of the net. Able to bring it home.
The captain has a couple. And that should get him back to a point per game on the year.
That it does. He was just shy coming into tonight. He's got 2 points tonight now. That's going to bring him up to probably a little over a 1.1.
Off the tie-up, Holupnik the first one there. He just chips it down. Ian Herman racing after it. Doman will be the first one there in the corner. Holupnik loses it. Chance in front. Batted out of the air there by Halyama. Another chance on the wraparound that time for Herman. Racing the other way comes Matt Doman. Crisscrosses with Shane Nolan. Doman searching, wanted to drop it off to Nolan, not on the same page. Now Jason Smith drops back. Smith watched by Hayden Feck. Pass comes along to Bioni. Friedman now. Friedman just sachets his way by. Friedman in, 2-on-2. Quick shot from Friedman. Glove down by Halyama. Nets off the moorings. We have a whistle.
Well, with that Jason Smith goal, 5 players on this Kent State roster are now over a point per game once again. And that's a lot of players that have over a point per game, especially going into the playoffs. That's really what you want to see. Everyone getting involved a little bit.
In a 5-0 game, one final tune-up for the Flashes before the playoffs.
Very reminiscent of last night's game against Mercyhurst.
Just an absolutely dominant performance to finish out the season. Bennett Wenger trying to do some work down low. It's taken away by Martucci. Now dropping back into the zone is Martucci. Snaps it around using those corner boards. But it's taken away by Schwartz. Also hopping in to help out was Gillespie. He delivers a check. Wenger kicked away. And back the other way come the Dukes. E.J. Pohl coming in, of course, received that 10-minute misconduct earlier in the game. As we reach under 10 minutes to go in the third. The 5-0 lead for the Flashes. Puck still loose. Trying to work his way into the zone quickly, though, was Werner. He just lost it. And Gillespie slowly to the bench. He's hunched over on the bench, so we'll keep an eye on that. Obviously, you want to stay healthy in these final contests of the season. Schwartz just lets one go. It's kicked aside by Halyama. Greenberg with an awkward collision with the boards, but he seems to be all right. From behind, Hillebrecht, good forecheck on Kaprivnikar. Action right in front of us now. Gabriel battling for it. Now Kaprivnikar battling, and oh, he swung the stick right at the head of Hillebrecht. My goodness. Sent back down. Oh, it's dangerous. Here's Vent. Twists around Delia. Nifty maneuver there by Kyle Vent. Look at Kyle Vent. He's hauled down. Seems like we've swallowed the whistles a little bit here. Gabriel working in the near corner. Tries to let one go from a tough angle, and it goes wide. 8.5 to go. And that pass nowhere near Kyle Vent. So they'll have to fall back and regroup. We have a whistle.
We got something going on
and
over
away
here.
we go in the corner. That's Kobe Greenberg getting after it, so we got a scrap.
Yeah, we got a helmet off, the gloves coming off.
Full-fledged scrap in the corner.
And the referee's quick to jump on that. Didn't let Greenberg get a helmet off and get involved in the fight.
Man, oh man.
That's something you don't see a lot of.
No, it's not. The gloves came off and everything, so that's probably the last we'll see of both of these guys. Kobe Greenberg, man.
Yeah, his helmet's undone. Everything looks like they were actually going to take both their helmets off and go at it here if the referees hadn't jumped in.
That was all happening behind the play. Didn't see it till he tapped me on the arm there, Chris. Man.
Yeah, I was wondering why they blew the whistle. When I looked back, I just saw him going at it.
So that's Kobe Greenberg. He'll gather his equipment and
Also,
head
Mitch
to
Gillespie is standing on the bench now. Seems to be okay. It looks like he kind of twisted his ankle, maybe a little bit rolled up on him and took a fall.
So Kobe Greenberg will grab his equipment and head to the showers with 8:28 to go in the third. And Luke Waskick is the other defenseman. And after some deliberation, it looks like he'll be sent off as well.
Well, it's no secret it's a divisional game. These teams don't like each other regardless of the state of things going into the playoffs and where the standings are. Not going to go away quietly, these Dukes.
Well, in a 5-0 game, tensions boil over. And obviously some discussions are in line between the officials with both head coaches, and it'll give us an opportunity, Chris, to reflect on what we've seen tonight, which is really a dominating performance. And it doesn't seem like there's a goaltender out there that the Flashes can't play in front of.
Yeah, absolutely. All three of their goaltenders have played very well. And, you know, tonight in Ben White's second start, he hasn't had to work very hard. They've really played for him here this evening. Put up 37 shots with 8.5 minutes left. It's really been overwhelming, and it all starts with the Kent State forecheck. As we know and we've seen all season, you know, the mantra of the Flashes is to get on the attack early and often and just stay very aggressive in the offensive zone. They've done that here tonight, and the Dukes just haven't had an answer for it, creating all kinds of turnovers in their defensive end.
Flashes, this tune-up was a big deal coming into the playoffs next week. Of course, a really good performance last night. Didn't know how things would go with the emotions running high due to senior night. Obviously, Kent State spoiled Mercyhurst's senior night. Wondering if Mercyhurst would come in and do the same, but the Flashes weren't going to lose that game. And now you've got a similar situation. 5-0 lead at the same point in the game.
It's almost a mirror image of what we saw last night, except maybe a little more even in the shots on goal department, but still.
And so, Duquesne will be on the power play. It looks like Kobe Greenberg was the man that antagonized all of this. As here's Zarecki closing in on the left wing, makes a nice maneuver. Trailing the play now is Poswick. Lets one go. A glove save made by Halyama. Was looking to keep it alive. Poswick didn't let him with 8:09 to go in the third. As time continues to tick very slowly here, it seems.
Oh, yeah. There's been a whole bunch of whistles here in the third as it's gotten a little more chippy. Funny enough, you had just said it seems like the referees have swallowed the whistles, and less than maybe 10 seconds later.
Call that the announcer's jinx, I think.
Well, you already said the naughty word that we weren't going to say last night, Gabe.
We'll see if Ben White can hang on here.
Well, I'm not going to be the one to say it, Gabe.
Well,
I'll let it be your fault.
We said it last night. We're not superstitious, but we are a little stitious. Dropping back behind, this is Hunter Hillebrecht. He takes a check from P.J. Breslow. Schwartz scoops this one up, sends it all the way down. And only a minute 15 to go on this Duquesne power play. Kaprivnikar looking to get a breakout started. He hands it off to Delia. Steve Delia snaps it across to Reiser. Reiser, that hit the skate of Tommy Kilway. Pass intended for Kaprivnikar got away, so just a really sloppy attempt. Getting something set up on the power play here that has under a minute to go. Puck awkwardly hits the dasher again, comes right back to Tommy Kilway. Allows him to stuff it back down. Breslow moving in, tries to chip one along to Delia, and he is able to do so. Drops it off to Martucci. Second wave coming out here for the Duquesne power play. Feck touches one along to a shot from Delia, snatched out of the air by Ben White, and a face-off. Just under 7 minutes to go in the third period. Gabe Kulura, Chris Hotz.
Not a whole lot of energy here on this power play for the Dukes. Kind of feels like maybe that fifth goal and some of the antics here have taken the wind out of their sails a little bit. Just seem ready to let this one wrap up.
Final game of the regular season for each of these teams. This one played geometrically across by Herman to Gabriel, and he'll finish the job, sending it diagonally into the zone. Martucci looking to drop one off. It hit the outside of the net. Gabriel throws it in front looking for Herman. It's knocked down. Twisting away. Duquesne looking for something as the power play is going to expire here. 6.5 to go. Shot from Martucci. He scores! The shutout's broken. Duquesne is on the board.
Well, Gabe, I really hate to say it, but in my expert analysis, I think it might be all your fault. As you said the naughty word earlier here on the broadcast. And
Nicholas Martucci opens the scoring for Duquesne. Got to feel good to at least get one.
Yeah, absolutely, Gabe. If there's anything you want, especially in a game like this, is just to get out of here with some kind of positive and something to build on looking towards next season.
And that's what we're doing here. Mitch Gillespie is back out there. So a shot that came from Nicholas Martucci. It beats Ben White on the blocker side. Won't be a power play goal. It'll be a 5-on-5 goal. This puck chipped in by Bennett Wenger. Wenger surveys. Bit the dust a little bit. Throw a dangerous puck in front. Excuse me. Now the other way comes Duquesne. Here is Werner. So Duquesne buzzing a little bit. Throws one toward the net. Sealed off by White. 5:50 to go.
Yeah, it looks like that goal got the wind back in their sails a little bit. maybe not looking to get another 4, but at least, have something to build on here and maybe get another one.
5:50 to go, 5-1 Flashes lead. Duquesne goal belongs to Nicholas Martucci. Off the tie-up, good face-off win there by Gillespie. Flash is looking to get something going forward. Bennett Wenger going to have to get on his horse, but E.J. Pohl's going to win the race. Icing is the call. Nathaniel Schwartz looks to the ceiling. Just missed a breakout pass.
Well, we're coming down here to the last 5 minutes-ish of the game. Looking towards next week, assuming things stand here, Kent State will have won their 5th game in a row leading into the playoffs here. And a big matchup coming against John Carroll. Not an easy opponent. It'll be a tough week of preparing.
Yeah, two games played between these two teams this season. Each team has won a game in their home arenas.
And both very close as well.
Both very close, very chippy games. A 2-1 win at the Kent State Ice Arena just a few weeks ago. And very early on in the year, a 3-2 win for the John Carroll Blue Streaks at Gilmore Ice Academy. Nick Beck started both of those games, and we fully anticipate seeing him in net come next weekend. Under 5 minutes to go here from the Alpha Ice Complex in Pittsburgh, PA. Gabriel dips the shoulder. He's able to move in. Big man, big strides. Using his strength to get around P.J. Breslow. Stops on a dime. Left the puck behind. Man loses a glove. That was Breslow. Taken away, though, by Zarecki. Zarecki in the high slot. Lets it go. It's just high over the blocker. Now trying to work it out of the zone was Breslow. Here's Poswick again from the left point. Lets it go. Change directions and a good save. Puck still loose. Gabriel whacking at it. It's still loose on the doorstep. Kent State trying to find it. And the Dukes do, and they're able to get it out of trouble. Kyle Vent just trying to calm things down here for the Flashes. It's snapped ahead, and down it comes. Simone up ahead looking for Reiser. It's cut off by Kilway. The Parma, Ohio man plays it back to Mitch Poswick. Just barely against the line, sends it in down low. Halyama cuts it off, but Kilway took it away. Breslow flying in. He's hurried there by Gallo. Duquesne looking to escape the zone. Reiser's able to hit Shane Nolan. Nolan coming over to deliver a check to him was Poswick, and it was a good one. They're still tied up in behind the play as we continue in the offensive zone for the Flashes, but Breslow takes it away. Breslow whacked at by Gallo. Working through the neutral zone. Breslow makes a nice move to get around Vent. In that near corner, quick shot comes from Martucci. Change directions. Kicking that left pad out to make a save was Ben White. Kilway looking to streak in down the left wing side. It was taken away by Nolan. Reiser hauled down by Vent, no call. Now to a side, they'll battle for it on the near side. Comes around in front. Nolan tried to direct one toward the front of the goal. Kyle Vent cut that off. And a turnover. Nolan, a quick shot. Good save by White. And a whistle. See, did the net come off the moorings again? Yes, it did.
Duke's starting to string some shots together here. They brought their shots on goal total up to what I believe is 18. Just hasn't been credited yet on the scoreboard here. Almost halfway to the amount of shots that they've actually faced from Kent State, as Kent State sits at an even 40 on the shot clock.
And Robbie Halyama, he's let in 5 goals, but 35 saves. I mean, he's been one of the only ones that's shown up tonight for the Dukes, it feels like.
He has been the Duquesne Dukes tonight.
This one directed in by Kilway. Dropping back to get it is Kiss. He's checked by the captain, Jason Smith, who's got 2 goals to his name on the night. Oh, Nolan run over by Halupnik, a big hit. Behind the play. Now here comes Pohl, protecting the puck. Power move, and Ben White gets the push to get across with that left pad to keep it out with 2.5 to go.
Yeah, he was able to just barely stick that pad out in front of the wraparound. It's not easy to get cross-crease laterally like that.
Really good push off that right post by Ben White, the senior. Of course, we saw Shea Spanier last night. We get Ben White tonight. Both senior goaltenders going to finish their seasons off with a win. Nathaniel Schwartz in behind. Ben White. Schwartz snaps one ahead, looking for Herman, and got it there. Delayed offside on the play. They tag up. Puck comes across to Kiss, makes a nice move to get by Smith. Through center, Delia throws one in. Calmly gloved down by Ben White. He'll hang on.
Well, we've discussed 2 of the 3 Kent State goaltenders here. Looking forward to the next week, and as you said, we expect to see Nick Beck back in the crease when we face John Carroll in the first round of the CHMA playoffs. He's going to be entering the playoffs at a 90.8% save percentage and a .336 goals against average, which is extremely high considering the way that play tends to lean in this league. Very high offense.
Here, you're absolutely right. A lot of offense in the ACHA, especially in the CHMA, it seems. As here come the Dukes the other way. Delia makes a nice move. Delia, quick shot. A good save again by White. Friedman trying to dump one around. Bennett Wenger going to get there on the half wall. Chips it by his man, looking for Gillespie. Matt Doman cuts it off. Sent back in by the Dukes. Nathaniel Schwartz dropping back to control this one for Kent State. Maneuvering his way in through the neutral zone, breaks the threshold. Schwartz tries to let one go. A bouncing puck caught by Halyama with 1:23 to go from Pittsburgh.
Well, one more note on Nick Beck, and then I will shut up about our goaltenders for a little while. Across the country, he's actually among the leaders in the entirety of the ACHA nationwide in freshman goaltender statistics. I mean, it's been a campaign to remember for him.
Not just freshman goaltender statistics, but all goaltender statistics. He's been so good, so solid this year. Of course, we talked to him at the first intermission last week, talked all about the energy and how he doesn't have to wear a C or an A on his chest to be a leader, and he's been just that. This is Hillebrecht with 1:15 to go, curling back, looking for Gortz. It got by him. Breslow controls. Hurries one along to be controlled here by Mark Pelkington. Pelkington tried to move it into the zone, but Kyle Vent cut that off. Hunter Hillebrecht wanted to move in, just forgot the puck. Vent snaps it in from the neutral zone. Under a minute to go here at the Alpha Ice Complex. Duquesne and Kent State. Flash is going to close out their season with a win. Hillebrecht coming over, delivers a big check to Pelkington. Nick Beck likes that on the bench. Dropping back is Dolman with 35 to go. Dolman snaps one ahead. Dukes moving in, looking for one last opportunity here. Kyle Vent cut that off just enough. Dolman coming in now. Dukes still control it. Taken away, though, by Zarecki. Zarecki moving in with speed and power. Lost it, though, to Breslow. Breslow flying in. Well, the Dukes got a late one in the early season matchup. Can they get another one here? Although stakes a lot lower this time around. Zarecki trying to hit Kilway in stride. 5 seconds to go. Time is going to tick down, and the Flashes finish the season with a win. They outshoot Duquesne 41-21 and get a 5-1 dominating win. Can't thank you enough for tuning into our broadcast this year in the regular season. We'll catch you next week for the playoffs. For Chris Hodson, I'm Gabe Kalura. Flashes win 5-1.